Hi guys, thanks for joining. It's been a while. As some of you know, I've been redecorating, and this is the first chance I've had to come on properly within 2-3 weeks. It's all done now. I'm super happy. And so today I'm on here for a reason. I'm jumping on a VR. The hashtag is 10. Hold on, let me get my paper because I forgot. 10 mass market tarot decks, and it's a VR to Rose, Honey Ritual, and Garden Goddess Tarot. So these are the 10 mass market tarot decks I use and rotate. Some I've had for many years, and I have got a couple of recentish ones anyway. So let's jump straight in. Excuse me. The reason why I've chose these ones is because they are very mindful choices, because I have had a huge declutter, and I've actually parted with probably about 70% of my tarot deck collection. And so these are the ones that have been kept behind, or one that we never even thought about, leaving. So let me go on to the first one, which is, everybody knows this one. This is the World Unknown Tarot. This is probably about my third or fourth copy of it, because my first and second are absolutely dog-eared now. I use this exclusively for about 2.5 years. I just love Kim Clancy's artwork. I know that some people really don't like the World Unknown, but for me, it's got everything that a deck should have. And at the time when it came out, roughly about 2014, there was nothing like it really in the tarot market. And it is really incredibly special deck to me, because it's helped me through some difficult times. I've read for hundreds and hundreds of people with my older copies. And as I said, this is the newer copy, and it's a shame because the cardstock is absolutely dreadful now. So I don't know what's going on with, I think it's HarperCollins who published this, Harper One, yeah. But the animal spirit is the same. It's a shame that they kind of cut back on the quality. It's not a deal breaker for me, but I'm used to the slightly thicker cardstock. So this one I will have to be careful with. So that is my first deck. They're not in any particular order. It's just that I've sorted them out in a pile at the side, and it's what I'm reaching for at the moment. Now, my second deck that I've had for many years. And this is the Aquarian Tarot. This is the Aquarian Tarot, and this is one of my original copies. I've had this copy since the early 80s, maybe. I can't remember. But this is the one on the kind of really lovely swishy cardstock. I absolutely love it. I've used it for many years, and I have got a newer version, and you can see that these are slightly more saturated than the newer version, and mine, because they're old, I've got they've gone kind of like a creamy colour. But this one as well is an incredibly special deck, because it transports me back to my younger days. And it was one of my first loves, apart from the normal standard Rider-Waite-Smith tarot, because I love the kind of 60s vintage art, art deco-ish as well. And it's very non-threatening, and I found it over the years has been really popular with clients. And so I think you can get this in a tin version now, as well as the standard version from US Games. This hasn't got the US Games branding stamped all over it like the Rider-Waite-Smith has. So I'm not sure about the newer copy, but this one definitely hasn't. And so, yeah, this is one of my favourite decks of all time, and I still use it now. I'm actually using this on my Instagram today for my daily draw. So that is my second copy. I might actually get some tape and tape the box up, because it has seen better days. But it's not bad, is it, for 40 years, really? I do kind of tend to look after my decks anyway. And so the next one is a really special deck. This was This was originally called the Circo Tarot, and it was bought out indie, and then it was sold, repackaged and sold by Urban Outfitters, and I think it's called something ridiculous like How to Read Tarot or Read Tarot Every Day. I haven't got the box anymore, or the guidebook, and I had this probably 4 or 5 years ago now, maybe a little bit longer. But the reason why I love it is because the artwork is so vibrant. It reads like a dream. It's all Rider-Waite-Smith based. So I think it's a more or less an exact copy of the Circo Tarot. I just love the artwork. You know, it's very me, it's very vibrant, and this is another deck I used to reach for clients as well, when I used to give them a choice of cards. You know, all the symbols are very familiar, nothing's been changed in here. It's very modern. It does remind me very much of the Saki Saki Tarot, and I think the Saki Saki Tarot is being reprinted as we speak. So this is why I love it as well. It's just modern and vibrant. I love those spooky children in that Six of Cups. It's just adorable. And so if you like vibrant and colourful, grab yourself a copy. I'm not sure whether it's still available, but I'm sure you'd find yourself a copy on eBay. But this is one of my favourite mass market decks of all time. And this is definitely a keeper. So this is, I think, called How to Read Tarot, aka the Circo Tarot. So this is one I paid about £13 for, from Urban Outfitters a few years ago. Right, okay, on to my next one. This is definitely one of my most favourite mass market decks, and this is the Housewives Tarot. Everything from the packaging to the very tongue-in-cheek artwork. It's quirky, it's funny. It's the same people who did the Zombie Tarot as well, and I love the fact that it comes in this like little tiny recipe box, so you can actually, you know, sort out your cards if you wanted to in the majors and minors. So like, you know, you can pick it out. I've never done that. This is my original copy from 2004, so this is not almost 20 years old, and I love it. I love everything about it. The backs, it is very kind of like 1950s. The artwork is kind of cheeky as well, and I just absolutely adore it. I would have thought that the guys would have bought like another couple of decks out, but this is the only two I'm aware of that I've got, is the Zombie Tarot and this one. It's just super funny, and you know, this is one I reach for when I want some fun and some like quirkiness. But don't be fooled by the kinds of whimsical illustrations. It reads exactly the same as a normal standard tarot deck does. Most of the cards are upside down, and yeah, it is one of my favourites. It's so cool. And so that is the Housewives Tarot, and I think this is also still available. I don't know about like Amazon, but it is. I have definitely seen it around on eBay. So that is another firm favourite of mine as well, and this also brings back memories, because when I was reading for people at the time, this is what I chose out of the pile I give them. Right, now, my next one is my beloved Medicine Woman Tarot. This is my second copy. My first copy I've had for many years. This is such a healing deck. I basically use this one for myself. The guidebook is lovely as well because it's got like meditations in there, and you know, questions, and I've used this for many years, and I absolutely love it so much. If this was probably in my top 5, if we only had to keep 5 tarot decks, this would definitely be in my top 5. It is based on Native American teachings, loosely. I'm not sure, you know, how authentic the teachings are or anything. you know, but like, I mean, I just love it. It's just such a lovely, beautiful, gentle deck. And I highly recommend this one to somebody who wants some deck for like a deck for like self-healing, because it's absolutely beautiful. I love the kind of whimsical style of the artwork as well. I think this came out about 1990 from US Games, and it is still very much in print. So yeah, this is absolutely beautiful, everything about it. I can't fault it, and it is one of my top 5 decks of all time. So that is the Medicine Woman Tarot, and also I've got the guidebook as well, which you can buy separately. And if you do buy this deck, I highly recommend that you get the guidebook as well, because it's absolutely gorgeous to get the full use of all the cards. So that is my other one. My next one, obviously, is one of my all-time favorites. This is the mini one because I've packed the large one away, and this is the Mother Peace Tarot. And for those of you who know me and follow me and heard me talking before, this is probably my soul deck, because I've used it for many years. I love Vicky Noble's work. I've got all of her books, and the companion books to the Mother Peace Tarot are brilliant. The history of women, I know sometimes now people say it's a bit problematic, but you know, it's of the time. It was, you know, born in the late 70s, and I just absolutely love it. I still reach for this now, and I think I've got about 4 copies of it. I know there's a newer version of it now where the colours have been slightly more saturated, so I would love to get a copy of that one. But you know, it's not a deal breaker if I can't, because like, I mean, this is just my soul deck, as I said, and it's helped me a lot on my own personal healing journey over the years, and it will continue to do so. So this is available in the mini size and the standard regular size, which are quite large as well. And I love round decks, because there's just something about them, you know. In the little guidebook, you know, it makes a difference which side the card's tilted as well, so that gives extra depth to your readings. And talking about round decks, one of my most newly acquired decks is a beautiful gift from my soul bro Levi, and he actually got me a copy of Daughters of the Moon Tarot. This is the Dutch version. It doesn't make any difference at all because you can still read it. The guidebook also comes in Dutch, but I have managed to pick up a copy of the guidebook in English. This is an incredibly special deck as well. It's one of the first feminine decks out there, the same as the Mother Peace, and it's magnificent in every single way. I find that I've got more of a connection to feminine decks than I have masculine decks. Whether it's because I'm a gay man, and I've always been surrounded by women, maybe, but yeah. And this is a very empowering deck if you're a female as well. There's no female erasure at all in this deck, and it's just absolutely gorgeous, everything about it. That's my cat, by the way, nosing. And yeah, this is another truly special deck as well. So this slightly kind of veers away from traditional Rider-Waite, but you know, you can see from your cards, even from the cards here, you know, you can easily translate this online, but you know, it's not difficult to do. But you know, I recognize some of the words in, and from the cards you can see what they mean anyway. So thank you, Levi. I will never forget your generosity sending me this deck. I absolutely love it. And this is another one in my top 5 of all time. So yeah, this is incredible. So my next deck is my second copy of it, because I actually sold the English version. Silly me. And so when I found out that you could pick up the German version, I was straight on it. And this is the Kitty Kohain Tarot, and this is published by Königsfurt Urania, and I absolutely love it. This as well stays to the Rider-Waite tradition. I just adore this artwork. I think this was published way back in the mid-2000s originally, because I think that's when I had my original English copy. And so some of the cards are titled in German. I can actually read German anyway, so it's not a problem. But the majority of the cards just have the number and obviously the picture reference, which is really easy to use. And if you're a standard Rider-Waite reader anyway, you know, you don't even need to translate the German because it's obvious what the card means. I love this because of the simplicity, yet the rawness of it. It's very vibrant, very in your face. I just love this kind of artwork as well. It all looks kind of hand-drawn to me, and it's just brilliant. It gives me like kind of a happy vibe. So this is one of my lighter decks as well that I use a lot for myself. I think I've only used it once on Instagram, but yeah, this is a definite firm favorite of mine as well, and this is easily available as well. I think I paid about £14 for this from Book Depository because they hadn't got it in stock in Amazon. The guidebook is in German, but you know, you don't need a guidebook anyway. You know, it's just the same old, and it's easily translatable if you can't actually read German. So there you go, and that is the Kitty Carhane Tarot. Next on my list is a newly acquired deck which was sent to me by Rockpool, and this is the Hieronymus Bosch Tarot. This is by Travis McHenry. This was originally an indie deck, and Rockpool picked it up the same as they do with Travis's other work. And to me, this is not just a piece of art, it's just incredible depth to it. And the way Travis, the concept of it, you know, he knows what he's doing. I will say that. And it's just phenomenal. You know, everything from the production, the box, the guidebook, it is really good. He has actually changed a lot, so it's not standard kind of Rider-Waite Smith based. So it is guidebook reliant until you can actually get the kind of vibe where he's going with the cards. So it's based on the work of Bosch, and what he's done is took the pictures, the original artwork, and slightly altered it from the Garden of Earthly Delights, and he's made a tarot deck from the illustrations, and it works like a dream. So most of the pictures are taken from the triptych of the Garden of Earthly Delights, so you know, you can actually see, if you get the original, you know, painting online, you can actually see where Travis has got the ideas from. There is keywords at the bottom anyway. You know, you can use it as a tarot deck or an oracle deck. I love the way that Travis always does decks that are different, and you have to use, you know, to kind of use your mind a bit to see where he's kind of got the idea from, and I do absolutely love it because I love Bosch's artwork. So to me, for somebody to do a deck like this, that can do no wrong. And I'm also looking forward to Travis's Egyptian Oracle as well, which is being released by Rockpool sometime in 2023. So this is another one which is a lovely mass market deck. What I don't, you know what, I'm just going to be a little bit picky now. What I don't like about it is, because like it's obviously yeah, not recycled, repurposed artwork. I wish that they'd have done like a gold edging. That's just me being picky. You know, I just thought about that while I was looking at it, but I suppose it is a nice contrast to all the, you know, kind of like muted colours in the artwork. But yeah, that's just like off the cuff from me. I don't know even why I said it. But yeah, this is the Bosch Tarot, and this is available now from Rockpool. It's newly released. I think it was out in October, or maybe the beginning of November. But this is a lovely deck, and I tend to reach for this one a lot as well. And so there you go, and that is available now. Right, my next deck I've had for many years. This is not the original copy. My original copy is stored away because that is also dog-eared, and this is the Haindel Tarot by Herman Haindel. This is another deck I used to use exclusively in the 90s. The cardstock has changed because on my original copy, the cardstock was like linen. This one, to get the full use out of this, you have to kind of appreciate that there's different systems in this deck, and there is 2 companion guidebooks with it, the Haindel Tarot #1 and #2, and they're both written by Rachel Pollack. One is all about the major arcana, 2 is the minor arcana, and because there's different things on here like runes and I Ching and different kind of systems, to get the most out of it, it is a nice idea to get the guidebook. But if you just want to use it as a standard tarot deck and ignore all the rest of the symbols like the Kabbalah symbols, that's fine. But I absolutely love it. I do know some people have actually cut their border from around the card. That doesn't bother me at all, having the border anyway. But I love the artwork. It's so emotive. And this was at one time one of my Holy Grail decks, and it's just brilliant. Honestly, it really is brilliant. The way that, different kind of like people are depicted. You've got north, south, east and west. I'm not going to go into the whole kind of what he's done, but it is a phenomenal deck. And I know my dear friend Seth, from Coming Out Tarot, it is one of his all-time favorite decks. So yeah, that is another one of my firm favorites. I have no idea where the little white booklet has gone, but that doesn't matter anyway. So now on to my last one. And this is another deck that I've loved over the years. And this is the Tarot of the Spirit by Pamela and Joyce Eakins. And this was published by US Games back in the day. It was repackaged a few years ago, and it came with, I don't even know if I've got it anymore. It came with a clear Tree of Life card. Oh, there it is, yeah. It came with a clear Tree of Life card, which you can actually put over the card if you want to, and obviously see where that card is on the Tree of Life. It's such a cool idea, but you don't need to use that. Now the guidebook also for this is phenomenal. I love the artwork, the kind of emotions I get from when I read it. It's kind of Thoth based as well. There's keywords on the bottom. Wind obviously sword, so that the suits have been changed slightly. And this is another one that I've read with people, and it gives incredible readings. I can see so much in the artwork, the vibrancy. The book is, as I said, it's incredible. And this is another one. It does come with a little white book, but this, to get the full use out of the deck and to appreciate the deck totally, you do need the separate guidebook. But yeah, there's meditations in the guidebook and everything, and it's just phenomenal. And so yeah, I'm not going to go through all the cards on this one, but I am so glad that I came across this deck in the 90s. And yeah, it's really strange because when you look at a deck and it kind of transports you back to where you were at that point in time, and you feel all sorts of emotions coming up. And as I said, the paintings are absolutely incredible. So there you go, that is my 10. I think I've done 10 anyway, maybe 11. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys and your support. And I haven't been as active on here the last month or so, but I've had reasons. I've had problems with my mental health, and then I redecorated, So it's nice to be back. It's nice to be able to sit in a newly decorated room, and yeah, see you all guys again. Now tonight, if you're around, I'm actually doing a live with Alice Grist and Nikki Cotton, and they are the co-creators of this Rebel Heart Tarot. I haven't been allowed to open it because I've got to do a live unboxing, because I'm actually the King of Cups in the deck, and I am super excited. So I'm going to put an ad up later anyway, well, in about 10 minutes. And so yeah, I hope you can be there, because from what I can see so far online, this deck is incredible. So thank you so much for watching. I'm looking forward to, you know, seeing everybody's VRs to this tag. It's super cool. And yeah, I hope you enjoy your day wherever you are. Sending you love, and I'll see you all soon. Bye guys.